Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, Wisdom and Light here, and I am back with another celebrity psychic reading. Thank you so much for stopping by and tuning in. If you are new here, welcome. We do monthly horoscopes, which I am going to start filming this week. Y'all know mine's never come in the beginning of the month because of how crazy my schedule is. I like to kind of do them in the middle, like messages that you need to hear. And, then I just post them when I'm guided to. I go by energy. I go by spirit. I go by what I'm supposed to be doing. But yes, if you're new here, welcome. We do that, celebrity readings, and anything that I feel called to talk about on this channel. But we're going to be talking about Halle and Chloe. Love them. They're so cute. And I want to just talk about it. I know recently Chloe just got dragged because people felt that she was doing too much. Some people feel that she's changing because of the industry. Some people feel like she's just embracing her sexuality and just being confident and positive within herself. All of that. So I just want to do a reading on what's to come for them in the next couple months to maybe even a year or so from now. What's in their future? What is the energy between Chloe and Halle? Okay. We have the Justice and the Supreme. We have Justice and the Supreme. And this is the Afro Goddess tarot deck. I don't know if they're in stock. I'll try to put the link down. I need to just start putting the links down of the cards that I use, but I always forget because I just upload the videos and I try to come in the comments, show love, and then I disappear. But guys, most of the cards I do get my cards from Amazon a lot, and a lot of my other cards were gifts given to me. But I will check Amazon and check any local botanicas and online botanicas. They probably have these cards, but this deck is from Afro Goddess Tarot or afrogoddess.net. I think that's the website. I'll try to find the link and put it down below for you guys. Oh, let me get my cat. He's meowing. Come in. Come in. Just come in. Okay, but come in. I'm working. You cannot be meowing at my door and you don't come in. Come on. Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you. All right, guys, say hello to my baby. Oh, there he is. There he is. Say hello to Marco. Hi, sweeties. Say hello. He wanted to make a grand entrance. Hi. There he is. Okay. Over there. Shut up. All right. Chloe and Halle. Sorry, guys. He just gets very needy and he starts crying when I don't acknowledge him. So I don't want to not acknowledge him. Okay. Okay. The Magician and Strength. Oh, wow. I wasn't expecting to see this. I wasn't expecting to see this. So this is what's going on between Chloe and Halle. I actually feel that based on what I'm seeing, the Justice, the Supreme, the Magician reverse, and the Strength card reverse, they don't like that they're separated. I actually feel that they're very sad that they have to be separated because of work and because they are taking different approaches with their careers. I do feel like Halle, as much as she loves singing, she wants to get into Broadway. She wants to get into serious acting and Broadway. That's where Halle is going to thrive, and I do feel that she's going to really get into making music that is more soulful. Chloe, on the other hand, she wants to still be connected to her sister, and a part of her doesn't want to lose that connection, but she is being pressured to go solo. Chloe is being pressured to go solo, and this is hurting them because they have been approached to separate. Not by Beyoncé and them, but and here's the thing. Beyoncé is in the picture, but Beyoncé feels like she's in her own world. Beyonce actually feels like she's disconnected from people. She's disconnected from everything. She's disconnected from just everyone. She shows up when it's important to, and she shows love when she has to. But she's been very detached because she's just she's just resting. She's just resting. She doesn't want to get too involved with the decision making, but she kind of has to, because what's happening is these managers, these people, they're trying to separate them, and I do feel that down the line they're going to do their own thing anyway, but they're not used to the separation. They don't want to separate. They don't want to have to split up, but they're actually growing out of the connection, or not the connection. They're growing out of the vibe that they want to keep giving out. They want to stand on their own, but it's hurting them because they love each other so much. Like, that's the vibe in this reading that I'm seeing. So I actually feel that they're trying to be strong, but they don't like that a lot of people are in their ear to break up or to separate and go their own separate ways. But they can be like Destiny's Child. Beyoncé did her own thing. Michelle did gospel. Kelly came out with an album and did her own thing. They have separation anxiety. They can separate and do their own thing and come back together, because Destiny's Child did the same thing. When they came back together to make that album with Can You Keep Up, Baby Boy, and Let Me Lose My Breath. Like, when they came out with that song, they got back together, and Beyonce already came out with, like, I think maybe 2 albums. So it's just the love that they have for each other, and I appreciate that love. It's so sweet. So show me Halle. Okay, yeah, she does not like being separated from her sister. She's going through it. She's going through it. 10 of Wands. She doesn't know how she's going to reinvent herself. But you don't have to reinvent yourself. Be yourself. Be yourself. Be your beautiful self. You have a beautiful voice. You're beautiful. Be yourself. You don't have to change or fit into this Instagram fake shit. Be yourself. It is okay if a woman is not overtly sexy. And I love the women that are overtly sexy, but I also love the women that they want to cover up and they don't want to do all of that. Whatever that empowers you is what you should do. Don't feel like you have to do what society deems as, oh, that's lit, that's popping, that's gonna go viral. That's not who Halle is. She's very soulful. She gives me like Solange vibes. Like, I'm not with that shit. That's Beyonce. I'm me. And that's who Halle is. Now, her movie in The Little Mermaid is going to do well. It's actually going to do very well. It's going to do very well. But production has halted. She does feel that the industry is tearing her and her sister apart. And she is worried about her sister. She is worried about Chloe because she doesn't know if Chloe is being led astray, even though she always knew that Chloe was very independent and very vocal and very just, she's always been very like, she knows that she's beautiful. Like, even though she would not believe it, her body language, like, you just, sometimes you're going to meet women where they're not trying to be sexy. That's how they are. You're going to meet women where they just have a walk about them. They just have a talk about them. And they're hated for simply existing. That's how Chloe is, but Chloe was always shunned to not be that way because it's like grown-ups sexualizing a child, basically. Like, they see that this child loves to, like, do this and do that. And she was always told, stop doing that. Don't do this. Don't do that. So she just didn't embrace her sexiness, but as she started to grow up, she wanted to embrace that more. But the problem is, the reason why people had genuine concern is because of how it just came out like, boom, I'm sexy. Boom, look at this. Boom, look at that. And I'm not trying to say that she doesn't need to do that. But I can understand why her fans were just kind of like, are you okay? Are they forcing you to do this? But no, nobody's forcing Chloe to do anything. Chloe really wants to put her best foot forward and break away from that goody girl cookie cutter vibe. Nothing wrong with that vibe. Energy is, I will say this, Halle is always worried about her sister. They do have a very sweet bond, sweet energy. Halle is definitely more, she's more of Chloe's rock. It definitely feels that even though Halle, I believe, is the youngest, she really carries her sister emotionally. She makes sure that her sister is okay. So her energy, it's like the separation anxiety is more so like, I really hope that she calls me if anything's going on, if she's feeling anything. This is a beautiful sisterhood. And I truly adore their energy, and I resonate with her genuine concern for her sister. She just wants her sister to be okay. Because, again, what I'm predicting is that eventually they are going to go their separate ways because they are their own person. And what's crazy is I have a really cool Insta friend. She was the first one that actually called it out. So I can't even say that I saw this in the beginning because I never paid Chloe and Halle any mind. But I remembered reading in her stories, she basically was like, listen, Chloe is going to be like this breakout star and they're going to go their separate ways because they're both two different people. And she is I love Honey Mommy on Instagram. She has a beautiful skincare line. Anyway, she said she was the first person that ever said that. And I never paid attention to them, so I just never thought deep into it. But when she said it and I looked at their dynamics, I'm like, I can see that. Even though they do genuinely love each other and they're sisters. Child, they dragged her. They called her all types of names and who the fuck you think you are. You're being so negative. And then boom, Chloe makes her own Instagram. She gets 1 million followers in a week and she's just doing her thing. So it just speaks to the fact that InstaFriend was absolutely right about her intuition and what she saw. And it's even showing in this reading as I'm pulling cards, because when she told me that, I didn't pull cards because it's like when somebody tells me something and they feel it, I'm going to trust in what they say because they feel it and that's their intuition. I didn't feel the need to proof check if she was like, I didn't do all of that because I trusted that she was really feeling something and she ended up being right. So we look at Halle, who is just hoping and praying that her sister Chloe reaches out to her if anything is happening with her emotionally. So they have a very sweet bond, but I am going to agree with my friend and also with just what Tarot is saying. They are going to go their separate ways, as they should, because they're going to grow into who they need to become. I just don't feel that they are liking the separation. It's separation anxiety. They'll overcome it within actually the next 6 months. But they'll be back swinging, doing their music. I feel very good about them. But Beyoncé does feel very disconnected. Beyoncé loves these girls, but Beyoncé has been in her own world. And I do feel Chloe's concerned about Beyoncé. Chloe's concerned about Beyoncé. She's wondering if Beyoncé is okay because Beyoncé can be secretive. She's wondering if she's okay. How's Beyoncé doing? Okay, the 3 of Pentacles. She's focused on money. 6 of Wands. She's going to get a lot of praise for her upcoming clothing line, her launch. That's going to do very well. I think I just saw the Moon card come out. I think I saw these cards. Hold on. Yeah, she is going. Yeah, 7 of Swords. She is going through some changes in her life emotionally. I'm not trying to make this a Beyonce reading, but she's going through shifts and changes. The older she's getting, the more emotional she's becoming. And this is something to do with her marriage. She wants Jay-Z to be more present, but Jay-Z doesn't pay attention to her sometimes. I actually feel that Beyonce has been by herself, reading and just to herself with her kids. And Jay-Z's just out and about making moves, making money. And Beyonce's keeping herself busy with what she's doing. But Beyonce feels kind of alone. She's not happy. She's just alone. And she's been to herself. And I am picking up Chloe is worried because Chloe, she's intuitive. Chloe is very empathic. She can feel. She can feel. Queen of Swords. She's too scared to ask Beyonce. Queen of Swords. She sees Beyonce as a Queen of Swords, authoritative. She's too scared to pry and ask, so she just doesn't say it. But she's observing that of Beyonce. Okay. So that speaks to the fact that I think Chloe is a Cancer and Halle is Aries, so it speaks about their personalities. And of course Chloe would be more sensitive and she would be the one to really feel people, feel them out and all of that. But this is why Halle is so protective of Chloe, because she knows this about her sister and she doesn't want her sister to not be protected as she goes through life, because Chloe is going to blow up. She is going to be a breakout star. But what's interesting is both of them are trying to push that back from not happening right now, but it's like their teams, people around them want them to be like, okay, you're going to do this and you're going to do that. You guys are going to do this and then you guys can come back together. And the sisters are like, okay, but let's do it in our own pace. So I want these girls to move in their own pace. I don't want them to feel like they have to be pressured to be this next big thing. How long will they stay together as a duo? I heard the number 5 years or less. 5 years or less, because Chloe is meant to how she's going to have a breakout song and it's going to do very well. The same wave that Beyoncé did when she came out with Crazy in Love, something Chloe's going to do is going to be very similar. It is. And Haley's going to be right there cheering her on because Haley wants to calm things down and take a different route within the industry. I do feel that first. So they're both going to be very successful in their own right. The only thing is, I want Chloe to build up her strength. I want her to build up the right to say no. Say no. If you don't want to fuck with this, if you don't want to do it, say no. She doesn't have to say yes because it's trending or because it's this or that. Say no. And I feel that Haley needs to always remind her sister, say no. They will always be a duo. They will always love each other. But will they go their separate ways to fulfill independent projects? Yes, as they should. They should. And I don't feel that people should be upset about that or feel like it's so left field because they are their own person. They're night and day, but they love each other and they make it work. And there's a lot of love here. I don't feel jealousy. I don't feel why did she get this and not me? Because both of them understand what they want out of life, and what they want out of life are two different things. Okay? That's what I'm seeing. There's a man that's trying to hook up with Chloe, but Chloe, he can't be trusted. Don't do it. If you date him and it goes public, because I think she's going to date somebody who's going to go public, the relationship won't last. She's actually meant to be in a stable relationship when she gets older. Yes. 4 years from now, stable relationship could be coming in. Yes. Anything for Halle? Halle's not dating. She's closing herself. Yeah, the star card, she's hiding that part of her. She doesn't want to, she's focused on her work. Yeah, Haley's focused on her work with the 8 of Pentacles. But that's what I'm seeing for these beautiful twins. I'm excited to see what they come up with. I'm excited to see what they manifest. And I pray that they stay on the right path. I feel very good about both of these women really breaking barriers, separated or together. But they're definitely going to do more projects together, and they're going to have a few projects where they're on their own, and there's nothing wrong with that. We all saw it coming, and now we're just going to watch everything unfold, and we watched these women grow up before our eyes. I remembered when I saw them singing in high school. I remembered that. And now they're doing it. Proud of them, and I'm happy for them. I just don't want the industry to change them. I want them to stay beautiful and stay who they are. I want Chloe to stand up for herself, and I want Haley to just continue to walk in her truth and don't feel pressured to do what Hollywood and the internet wants you to do. Like, fuck them. Fuck everybody. Do you. Anyways, that's the message that I got. I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. This video is kind of getting dark because the sun is going down. Anyways, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think about this reading, and I will talk to you guys later. And I will talk to you guys later in my next celebrity reading. Mwah. Bye.